So the other day I was just sleeping and I noticed something strange. One, that my PC had become my bedside table, and two, that my watches had nowhere to go. So I tried to find a nice watch case for them, but the ones that I found were a little out of my price range.
What the fuck?
What if I just make my own? Alright, here's the plan. So this watch case must hold at least 2 watches and it needs to rotate. So my original plan was to have this basic box with these 2 circular cutouts in which the watch will be placed inside of. You see here they'll spin in different directions, all the components will be within the box. But I looked at it and I thought, this is the most boring piece of absolute dog. So I decided to change it. And so I thought, instead of having the watch faces spinning, what if I had the entire thing spinning? Well, I guess it's spinning entirely either way. It's just like before, it's just like the face, but now it's like. Anyway, so in this next one, you've got the 2 watch faces that are hanging, and then they spin and they clockwise to each other on a base. And so I thought, you know what? I like this a lot better, and let's do it. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I'm left with this. There were just many things that were wrong with this. But the biggest one was the quality of the movement. A lot of wobble. See this? And sometimes these 2 aren't connected, and when one spins and the other doesn't spin, the first one gets stuck because it takes a lot of power to move these gears. And the reason why is because I wanted to keep the wiring really small and simple in this box. Tried to cram these 6 wires that have been bent. The movement's not great, and it looks janky as hell. And it doesn't work very well. So I think I am going to start again, because I'm just not happy with this. Okay, so I gotta restart. I gotta do this again, but I gotta do it a little differently, and I know kind of how I want to do it. I know that instead of using those white things, instead of using these between for these, the servers, I'm going to try and stick the plate directly onto the server. And on top of that, I don't want it to be no stupid fancy full circle thing. Instead, I want it to hold just the watch like this and have it spin like this, right? I also thought it was pretty funny that I wrote, I don't know if you can read that on here, I wrote motion, might be mirrored, but it says motion on the case because I keep displaying watches and they spin, so it's kind of like we got motion. I need a lock in and get some of this stuff printed and ready to go. I don't think I can play it on YouTube though. It really sucks, so it would have been cool, but oh well. Alright, bye. Okay, so I just did a quick test. So I printed out the new stand for it with thicker arms. As you can see, we've got some inconsistencies here in the print. That's okay, I'm not too fussed about it. But I've got this, and the fit on the servo is really nice. It's really snug, so it's not wobbling too much. And let me just, I plugged it in really quickly onto the Nano, giving the old code from the last project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in and give you guys a little demonstration on how it's going right now. So I've got the face here. Give me a sec while I hold it properly. You can see it's spinning and it's doing so quite smoothly. Sorry if it's a little out of focus here. But yeah, it's, you know, there's no wobble. It's spinning nice and precisely. Now, this starts and stops, but the final project will have just a continuous spinning movement. Yeah, I'll see if I can get it to spin a little slower. I might not be able to though, but we'll see what I can do there. But yeah, I'm really happy with this right now. It's spinning really well. And yeah, it's obviously got minimal wires. It's only got the 3. And now I'm currently in the process of designing a housing for it. And so yeah, yeah, I'm move the camera so you can get at least a sneak peek of what it's gonna look like. So I had an alternate design for this one actually. I originally had this kind of box design here, which you can see that the watch will kind of sit inside of here, this box. You can see the server sticking out there, and I thought that's a little bit boring. I'll see if I can make it a sphere instead. Not a sphere, sorry, a cylinder. As you can see, I'm just trying to get a reference for the size of the stand that'll hold the watch itself. And so I'm going to build like a casing around this, and yeah, just try to make it look a little bit more appealing, I guess. Try to make it look pretty nice. But yeah, so that's how we're going so far. I want to finish designing the case for it. Check on the printer, might take a couple of hours, so in the meantime I might do something else. But yeah, that's what we're going so far. We're going pretty well, pretty happy with this, and yeah. I also printed out the case here, and I've already placed the server inside in the middle. I've just tucked the electronics, so the Arduino and things like that at the bottom, with the wire coming out from here, which can be connected to any USB. Now, let's see, this fits. Yeah, so this fits quite well in here.
this stay on, which is good. I will put the watch in the case. And we've got this. I would say even on its own, I'm quite happy with the way it looks, without any moving pieces or anything. But let's plug it in and see what we get. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with the way this panned out in comparison to the old design, and yeah.